Okay, welcome to another edition of Lion News. Lion News can be found at lionnews00.blogspot.com. Today is Sunday, January 16th, 2011. Okay, what are we going to do today? What we're going to do is look into some of the things that I said on this video here. It says, don't be a cheater, follow your rules, and file complaints. Now, I had said, I don't care what the cops do, all I need is to file my complaint, because the complaint itself is a weapon. Okay, now I'm sure a lot of people, when they heard that, they're going, oh yeah, that's a bunch of baloney. Say, you can make complaints all you want, and that doesn't mean anything. Alright, well, I'll show you a prime example of a video I just found on YouTube just today, right after I made this video, that proves my point. Alright, and here's the video. I'll play a little bit of it. It's from Vermont here, a station WCAX Channel 3 in Vermont. And listen to the report. It's about a police officer who was caught involved in domestic abuse. Now the key is to listen to what the civilians say about the allegations. Okay, nothing's been proven. He's just been charged. He's just been arrested. Okay, and see what damage this does immediately to the confidence of the people about this cop.
Kristen, early this morning, Officer Barrows was held at the Chittenden Regional Correctional Facility on $750 bail. The 34-year-old cop is new to Hinesburg Police, and these allegations are not sitting well with some in the community. The alleged assault occurred at this Hinesburg home Monday night. When police responded, they learned the man accused in a domestic disturbance was one of their own.
It's our policy, because we're such a small department, we want to make sure that every employee is treated impartially and fairly. So I immediately contacted the Vermont State Police.
State Police say Hinesburg officer Robert Barrows was off duty when he assaulted his girlfriend at the home they share.
It is a very disturbing situation.
A situation that Chief Fred Silber says is especially troubling, given that the accused is one of his cops.
He has not been disciplined yet, because we're still in the process of determining really everything that happened. But I personally relieved him of duty.
Barrows is currently on paid administrative leave, which means as long as the criminal and internal investigations are going on, Barrows will get a paycheck.
As a paid town member and an officer of the law, he has that right and should have it until he's proven guilty.
But even allegations of domestic violence have others in this community shocked and disappointed.
We're supposed to look up to people like that, and if they're the ones going off doing things, how are we supposed to look to them for, advice and ways to act?
People should be safe, and that's what the police are supposed to do. So if they're not doing it at home, how can they actually go out and protect us?
Chief says
Okay, so now he's only been charged. Now this was on the 11th of this month, and now on the 12th, this guy resigns. Okay, he's only been charged. He's just been arrested. Okay, he immediately resigns from the force. Barrows was placed on paid leave, and now Hinesburg Police Chief Fred Seibler says Barrows has resigned from the force. Okay, see, and remember what the one guy said? He's innocent until proven guilty? No, that's completely false, because you could see that the people who they're interviewing pretty much assumed that he was guilty as sin. Alright? So now you're going to go, oh, well, yeah, that's completely ridiculous. That's just a few people's opinions. No, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you in law books. Here's one right here. Winning a Trial by Shane Reed. Okay, he's a defense lawyer. I'll show you in this book. I'll show you in this book, who's written by another lawyer here, Bergman and Berman. Okay, Criminal Law Handbook. And this one right here. That one's for the last one's for defense attorneys. This one's Prosecution Principles. Well, this is what prosecutors say. Okay. So these three books will disprove the lie of innocent until proven guilty. Okay? You know, everyone's taught, you know, you see on all these shows, I mean, even the one guy on the thing, he says, well, yeah, he has the right to have this because he's innocent until proven guilty. Okay, that's not the case. It's a complete lie. Okay? Because of some assumptions here. Okay? First assumption is, do the cops arrest innocent people? No. Okay? Even the cops will tell you they don't arrest innocent people. Second presumption is, does a prosecuting attorney prosecute innocent people? No. Anyone who you ask will tell you that. They do not prosecute innocent people. Alright? But I'll show you in their own writings that they'll say contradictory things. See? Now, the first one we're going to start with is right here. We'll start in the bottom here, actually. And we'll start with the Criminal Law Handbook, Know Your Rights, Survive the System, by attorneys Paul Bergman and Sarah J. Berman. Okay? And what do they say about police reports? Okay? Now, what essentially you heard on that WCAX report was the police report. See, earlier part I cut out was the part where the cop said he denied all charges. Okay? But then he resigned afterwards. See? So if you want, you can watch the video. You can watch the whole thing. Okay? But let's just look at what police reports are. Use of arrest reports in criminal cases. Arrest reports are almost always one-sided. They recite only what the police claim took place and may include only witness statements that support police theory. Okay? While they're generally not admissible as evidence in trial, arrest reports can have a major impact in criminal cases. Not only do arrest reports often determine what charges prosecutors file, but they also may play a key role in how much bail is required, the outcome of preliminary hearings where hearsay evidence is often admissible, the willingness of the prosecutor to plea bargain, and trial tactics. For instance, police report can be used to discredit the testimony of the police officer who prepared the report. Okay? So, we go with the first presumption. Cops never arrest people, or never arrest innocent people. But here it says that the cops can't be trusted. Their police reports aren't even admissible in court. See? But the whole news report was based on that police report. Okay? So what did that do? Automatically undermine confidence in the police force there. Alright? Now let's look at another one here. And here's another one from another defense attorney. And this is that D. Shane Reed winning at trial. Okay? And here's some information here that discredits that claim that you're innocent until proven guilty. Research shows that 80% of jurors reach a decision about a case based on the persuasion of the opening statements. Trial has just started and they've already determined who's guilty and who's not. Okay? It's based on, and this is research done by attorneys. Okay? 80% of all jurors come to decision during or immediately after the opening statements. There hasn't been an ounce of evidence produced yet, but 80-90% of the jurors have already reached a decision who's guilty. Okay? So that blows that theory of you're innocent until proven guilty, completely out of the water. And that's, like I said, research by the defense attorneys themselves. Okay? And now we'll start. This is from Prosecution Principles by George Deckel. He's a former prosecutor. He's a professor that teaches at a law school. So I would think you would know what he's talking about. Okay. Consider the typical jury trial. For an innocent defendant, okay, now remember, innocent defendant. Even a not guilty verdict is a loss. Although the innocent defendant has won, she has gone under arrest and at least a minimal incarceration, spent money on premiums paid to bail bondsmen, spent more money hiring a lawyer, withstood the inevitable public censure and suspicion, undergone the roller coaster ride of emotion during the protracted litigation, and will ever after suffer a stain on her reputation. For the innocent defendant, not guilty is a smaller loss than guilty as charged, but it is a loss nonetheless. For a guilty defendant, even a guilty verdict and a prison sentence can be a win. More than one guilty defendant facing a draconian sentence has celebrated when she was convicted of a lesser crime and sentenced to a maximum for a minor felony. Okay? So here they acknowledge that, the perception is that that no matter whether you're guilty or not, your reputation is destroyed just by filing a complaint. And remember, they said that was the innocent defendant. Okay? Now, before I said that cops don't arrest innocent people and prosecutors do not prosecute innocent people. Okay, you just heard the quote from Deckel about the innocent person who was prosecuted and found not guilty. Okay? Well, now they're going to contradict themselves in their same book. Here's Deckel again. It says, you believe in your case. You do not prosecute the innocent. See now, here it says just the opposite. Well, how could that person be prosecuted then? He was an innocent defendant. Remember? Innocent defendant. Innocent defendant right there. His own words. You do not prosecute the innocent. Well then, how did that other guy get prosecuted then, if you don't prosecute the innocent? See, he makes an absolute statement here. You do not prosecute the innocent. Oh, obviously God must have talked to you and told you that that person was not innocent, right? See, well then how did this guy get prosecuted then? Because he was an innocent defendant. See, complete contradiction in terms here. Okay? You must believe this with all your heart, nerve, and sinew. If you begin to think that the defendant is telling the truth, then you can be assured the jury is having the same thoughts. Oh, see? Obviously this guy has the mind of God, so he knows this guy is guilty. But see, remember again, we're relying on police reports that are one-sided. Okay? And there's also another quote in there that in Deckel's book where they said that they acknowledge that the police don't always tell them the truth, and evidence isn't always found, and so the prosecutor doesn't necessarily always know the truth. See? So, innocent until proven guilty? No, that's a complete lie. This whole system is not based on it's based on the presumption that you're innocent until proven guilty, but that is not even based in fact, okay? Because not even the prosecutors believe it, and not even the defense attorneys believe it. See? So that's what I'm saying. All you need to do is file the complaint, because the way their own system is set up, you are guilty until proven innocent. See? So that's why I say, I don't care if the cops do anything with my complaint. I don't care if the prosecutors do anything with my complaint. See? Because the complaint itself is a weapon. So, and again, if they refuse to prosecute, and you have clear, precise, and unquestionable evidence of guilt, again, it's proof that they're covering it up. Alright? See? So again, use their own rules against them. The complaint is the weapon. I've just showed it to you here. Okay? So again, file your complaints. Make sure you send it with certificate of mailing. Make sure you videotape your evidence. Make sure you videotape your phone calls. Make sure you hand out flyers. Make sure you get your bullhorn and educate the public. See? Because your complaint is a very effective weapon if you are telling the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Thank you for your time.